President Bola Tinubu approves establishment of National Tax Policy Implementation Committee. Minister of Interior launches ECOWAS National Biometric Identity Card to facilitate movement of Nigerians. And Ministry of Livestock Development holds workshop to strengthen accountability across Nigeria's livestock sector. Hello and welcome. This is the news desk at 6 on NTN News 24. We are live in Abuja. I am Chinenye Oye. President Bola Tinubu has approved the establishment of the National Tax Policy Implementation Committee. The committee, which Mr. Joseph Tebwe chairs, will ensure the implementation of the administration's landmark tax reforms in line with the economic aspirations of the government and people of Nigeria. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, will oversee the committee's work. The committee will undertake extensive consultations across the public and private sectors to ensure broad-based input into the implementation process. Its chairman, Tebwe, is a fellow of both the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, FCA, and that's drawn from tax administration, finance, law, the private sector, and civil society, ensuring a balanced and inclusive approach to policy execution. Minister of State for Defense Mohammed Bello says Nigeria must invest in both people and technology to combat evolving security threats. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports that the minister stated this at the end of the 2025 Chief of Defense Intelligence Conference. The conference created an avenue for stakeholders. Nigeria has officially rolled out the ECOWAS National Biometric Identity Card, a digital travel document that allows Nigerians to move across West Africa without an international passport. Victor Azu reports that beyond convenience, the new system is designed to strengthen security and support small businesses that trade across borders.
At Abuja's e-gates, the sequence is familiar. A scan, a match, and access. It is crisp and efficient. It is this same choreography that the new ECOWAS National Biometric Identity Card, the MBIC, will replicate for regional travel, replacing the old paper Emergency Travel Certificate, ETC. Comptroller General of Immigration, Kemi Nandab, says the digital card ties every traveler to a verified biometric identity, making movement easier for legitimate travelers and harder for criminals exploiting porous borders.
It serves as a biometric travel document for intra-regional mobility. It also serves as a veritable identity card and also as a resident permit for ECOWAS citizens within member states.
We need to work in Nigeria to secure the citizenship of in our region, and the roll out in Nigeria is only the beginning.
It is a project more than a decade in the making. Nigeria is now the 7th ECOWAS country to roll it out. For small and medium-scale traders who rely on cross-border routes, the card promises fewer hurdles and lower costs. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunjojo, says the MBIC is designed to support that mobility, especially for businesses that often struggle with the cost and bureaucracy of obtaining an international passport.
If you are not traveling outside of ECOWAS, then you have no business with international passport. So this provides a means of travel for our small businessmen.
Unlike the passports, the MBIC is built specifically for West Africa, a compact biometric card backed by a shared ECOWAS system, created to make borders easier to cross and security easier to maintain. In Abuja, Victor Azu, NTA News.
On November 20th. In the judgment, a three-member panel of the appellate court found that Kanu's claim that his fundamental rights to human dignity, rights to quality health care and religion were being breached by his continued detention in the facility of the Department of State Services was no longer feasible since his conviction, life sentence, and remand in prison custody. Justice Bolo Ukuromo Moses Ugo, in the late judgment, held that the substance of the case has become academic because since Kanu's lawyer, Maxwell Opara, confirmed at the commencement of proceedings that his client was being held in Sokoto prison, the court could no longer order him to be moved to Kuje prison, to which he had sought to be relocated from DSS custody. Justice Ugo further held that having earlier exhibited